If you're thinking about this, then listen. You may be going, whoever this is for, you may be going through a very hard, difficult time, and something may be occurring in your life where you feel like, okay, somebody has got it out for you. They're getting ready to do something. Something's getting ready to happen. And you're really worried about it because you're thinking the worst of the situation. You're thinking, okay, well, they're going to do this. I know they're going to do this. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. And you're thinking the very worst. Well, before you think the very worst, whatever this is that somebody's planning to do against you, okay, whatever they're planning to do, you think, well, I don't want them to do it because they're going to do this and whatever. Listen, let me remind you of something. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. They can form the weapon. They can make their plans. They can have an outcome in their mind that they're going to do to you. They can already have a pre-planned outcome in their mind. Pre-planned does not mean it's set in stone, okay? They may have something that they want to do, and it may not be good, and it's directed at you, okay? It is. You need to think positive. Just because they pre-plan it, just because they think it's going to flourish, you know, you can say these, you can remember this scripture. The weapon may be formed, but it's not going to prosper. They can do whatever they want, but they don't have the final say so. They can make all their plans, but maybe God has different plans. Oftentimes, God does have different plans, and we get caught up in the fear. We get caught up in the worrying that the worst is going to happen instead of focusing on that miracle that is likely to occur when you change your thinking, when you pray about it. I don't know who this is for. When you're praying about something, now listen to me. You're really praying for divine intervention in your life because of something that has occurred that is getting ready to happen, and you don't see no way out. All you're seeing with your eyes is a negative outcome. Totally, totally negative. You've got to stop that thinking. Stop the thinking like that. You've got to think positive. You can be aware of what may happen, and the word, listen to this, what may is not set in stone. It's not set in stone. Could is not set in stone, okay? You should not go down that path of something that's not started to happen, especially if it's a negative path. You've got to have hope. You got to have faith to believe that things can turn around, that whatever is getting ready to come out that you thought the worst of, it's perhaps 9 times out of 10, if you stop and you pray about it and you meditate it and change the way you're thinking about the situation and stuff and start thinking positive, 9 times out of 10, it's going to turn around. It's not going to happen the way you thought it was, okay? It's not going to cause as much damage as you thought it was. It's not going to cause as much sorrow. It's not going to cause as much destruction as you thought it would, okay? And you may just been overthinking something and blew everything out of proportion. Whoever this is for, you may be overthinking something, blowing it way out of proportion when you don't even have the insight of that, what is happening behind the scenes, okay? You may have this happening in your life. Whatever this is, whoever this is for, there's something you're really worried about, something you think is getting ready to happen, and you're thinking the worst about the situation or the people, whatever is being planned, and things that you think, well, this is going to happen. You don't know that. You don't know that. Don't you speak it into existence. If you're going to speak anything into existence, speak the positive into existence, okay? Really, think better. Hope for the best. Pray about it. Hope for the best and look for it, okay? We really do have a habit of getting in our head, and we start playing around up there with those thoughts. Those thoughts start circulating, and they become stronger and stronger and stronger. And then when they become stronger, then we add more to those thoughts that wasn't even there to begin with. And before we know it, you got a big drama going on up here in your head about something that has not even occurred, but you've already played it out inside your head. You do not want to do that. Quit Tamara said, get out of your head and get into your heart. Get into your heart. Get into that heart frequency. Get into the love frequency that's within your being. You can do it, you all. It doesn't matter what somebody may be planning to do against you. It doesn't matter if you're thinking, oh, well, there's no way out. Do miracles occur? Of course they occur. You've got to have faith to believe. You got to believe that there is a such thing as a miracle. There's such thing as divine intervention. It may not come in the way you expect it to. Now, let me tell you this. We're going somewhere else. Okay, well, you want help. You're wanting help. And you're wanting the help to come to you in a very specific way. A very specific way. And if that help is not coming in the specific way that you're wanting it, you could be the person who is turning your head the other way and not accepting the help. Not accepting the help because it did not come in the way you wanted it to. It did not come in the whoever you wanted it to help you. It was something totally different. I don't know what this is for, you all. I do not know. I think I'm speaking about two different situations, scenarios or something. If you're asking for help and you're praying for help and the help does not come in the form that you want it, but somebody is genuinely offering you help or a door is opening, go through the door, but you don't know it's behind the door. You don't know what's going to happen. If it opened and you were praying for help and a door has opened in your life, go through the door if it's going to help you. But you may say, well, I don't know what's going to happen. Go through it. If it's open, go through it. Quit being so scared. And if you're asking for help, you're praying for intervention, and this intervention comes in a way that you didn't want it to come. It came from the least expected individual. It just came in a way that you did not already had pre-planned out inside your mind right here. So you don't want it. Why don't you want it? You better be careful what you're praying for, because when it comes and it doesn't come the way you specifically want it to come, you've got to be careful because you prayed for it. Does not the divine creator have the right to help you in the way that the divine creator, God Almighty, feels to help you? Does not? Do you get to pick and choose? You do not get to pick and choose most times in this world. You do not. But you got to be open. You got to be open. You've got to, right there you are. So this is, I don't even know. Before you start thinking a certain way, you need to listen. Don't think the worst of a bad situation. Don't stress yourself out and play out this drama inside your mind to where you really got some drama going on, worse than a soap opera up here. And how something's going to turn out, and when that something happens, it doesn't even turn out at all like that. And you worked yourself up all of a sudden for no reason, and you really made yourself stressed out. You probably stressed out those people around you because you were excessively worrying, thinking the worst about a situation. Even though you was praying, you still was thinking worse, and it didn't turn out, so you caused yourself undue stress. Stop doing that. Stop doing it, you all. So, don't think negative. You got to leave room for hope on the inside. Leave room for God to work. Don't be trying to do it all yourself, because you're going to make a mess of your life. When you think, oh, I'm going to do it myself, and every time you do stuff, you got to have it. You have a history of messing stuff up. You do. You got a history of it. Stop it. Stop it for once in your life when you pray. Just step back. Let completely go. Let completely go. Look at me. Open up those hands and let them completely go. Open your hands to whatever it is that you're holding on to and let it go. Let it go. Picture yourself. You're holding on because you want to control something. You're thinking something's going to happen a certain way, and you may want it to happen a certain way. And when it doesn't, you're still holding on. Just let it go. Let it go. Set yourself free. Okay, you can do it. Free yourself. Free yourself from that thinking up there when you're thinking the worst situation. Free yourself. Stop thinking. Stop telling yourself to think that way. You need to tell yourself to stop it. Okay. Stop thinking that way. You've got to leave room for the miracles to occur. You got to leave room for divine intervention. You've got to leave room for something positive to happen instead of not leaving any room at all. Yeah, you got to do it, you all. So I don't even know what the title it is. I don't even know everything that I said, but I'm telling you what, this is for somebody or someone's. If you've got a certain situation in your life and you're thinking the worst outcome is going to happen, don't think that, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? And even though you may feel like somebody's planning something against you, something bad's going to happen, listen, no weapon formed against you will prosper. They can form the weapon. They can make their pre-planning. They can, and they can plan on whoever in their own minds how something's going to pan out. That's all it is plans. God determines the footsteps. The universe intervenes. Divine intervention plays a role. Okay, all things work together for good. Does it? Is that what it says? Yeah. Together for good for them who love the Lord according to his purpose. That's right. I hope whatever I said made sense to somebody or somebody's, because I don't really know what all, but really you all, when you sit around thinking the worst of a situation, you may blow things way out of proportion. And when you find out the truth, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I was thinking the total worst. I feel so stupid. I feel so bad. Because you ever been there? You think in the worst of a situation and you go around telling people this situation that you've already planned out in your mind. It's going to end this way. You're saying people are saying this, people are saying that. Situations like this are going on, and come to find out, none of it. Not a single bit of what was going on in your mind. None of it happened. It was just your mind playing tricks on you. You're going to feel really silly. You really, really silly. Okay. Been there, done that. I'm guilty of it. I've been guilty of thinking the worst of a situation, imagining the worst in my mind, and then come to find out none of it was true. None of it was true, but I went and made some drama in my mind. No, yeah, we got to stop the drama. Stop it from up here. So I am going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. And I hope that something that I said will help you. Somebody, somehow, some way. I need to be reminded myself, too. We all need to be reminded. That's right. Just because we think it doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's bad. Okay? Really. And when help is coming your way and it doesn't come in the form you want it to come, don't be so quick to shut the door on it. Okay? If you've asked for help and you prayed about it and it comes in a manner that which you don't think it should come, don't be closing that door that God has opened up in your life. Okay? Walk through the door. Walk through the door. Okay? Sometimes you got to walk through the door that opens. Okay? That takes faith. It really does. It takes faith. It does. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. Thank you.